Hello, everyone. Amanda Williams, MD, MPH, and today I want to talk to you about a topic that keeps coming up. A lot of people have been complaining about their skin getting dry, and this can be because of seasonal changes. Obviously, for many parts of the country, this is that shift between the hot, humid summer weather into the cooler temperatures of the fall, which can bring about lower humidity and can actually create dryness of the skin. So that's one reason. The other reason a lot of people have been inquiring about this is now that people are wearing masks on a more frequent basis, running into the grocery store, going to work, wearing your mask, that sometimes people are noticing more irritation of their skin because of that. So I wanted to bring to your attention different ways that you can go about taking care and soothing your skin during this time. And maybe you started to develop some dryness around your mouth or on your chin. These are common things that people can experience with wearing a mask, for example, for any extended period of time. Now, people who are in healthcare, specifically more into surgeries, where they have become accustomed to wearing masks for lengthy periods of time. But for the average person, they're not used to wearing a mask, and it can start to have this type of a drying effect to the skin. And for some people, maybe they start to even start breaking out, for example. So you want to make sure that you're doing everything in your power to use clean products on your skin. And this is a big one for me. I am a huge advocate of making sure that you are not applying toxins onto your skin. I stress this all the time. Talk about it the other day about putting chemicals on your hair and how that's not a good idea. We always want to avoid any type of a chemical or a synthetic agent when we are thinking about our hair and when we think about our skin. Your skin is your largest organ. I will stress that time and time again because why do we want to put undue work onto our poor liver and kidneys to try and detoxify all this crazy stuff that we are applying topically to our skin when we can use things from nature? So I described the other day all of the wonderful nutrients that are found in our shampoo and conditioner. But today I want to talk specifically about our gentle facial cleansing product. So this we have a cleanser, we have a toner, we also have a cream. And it's incredibly hydrating, which is a wonderful thing. So maybe your issue isn't dryness or irritation because of wearing a mask. Maybe perhaps you're having an irritation because of the shift in weather. We're not experiencing that quite yet in Florida because it's still hot as all can be, but we're still dealing with hurricane season. So one will expect that our humidity will remain quite high for at least probably another month. So for a lot of people in Florida, they usually don't start to see that drying of the skin so much until more into the winter months. So, but definitely throughout the Midwest and in the Northeast, this is something that certainly can become problematic. So, when we think about what we're applying to our skin, we definitely want to think about using things from nature. So, no synthetics, no chemicals. Just you have to get that into your mind because all of those chemicals have to make their way into the system, and then your liver has to deal with that. And your liver's like, I have no idea what this is, but I have to contend with that. And then your poor little hepatocytes are sitting there trying to figure it all out, and we basically become toxic over time. So it's not a good idea, especially when we have other options. So all of our formulations start with green tea as the base. We know that green tea is incredibly beneficial when it comes to skincare in particular. There's been multiple studies showing the advantageous effects of green tea and the power of EGCG, which is epigallocatechin gallate. The power of EGCG when it comes to its nourishing properties for the skin, not only in terms of its antioxidant ability to fend off oxidative stress that can be brought on because of environmental pollutants, but also from UV radiation from the sun. So we want to always consider that. So all of our formulations start with green tea. Now, when we think about the cleanser, this is such a really cool blend of things that are coming from nature, things that have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years that have been used medicinally for a variety of different health needs, including and in particular for skin health. So we can look at lemon seed oil. We can look at neem. Neem is really cool because for people who are kind of not into bugs and creepy crawly things, neem should be your friend because neem is very beneficial for kind of creating this environment that makes it inhospitable for creepy crawlies. So for those who think about little mites and different things that you just microscopically you're not seeing them, but they can exist on your skin. Having neem on board, pretty good idea. So, and neem is also very nourishing because we're using the actual oil that's derived from the seed. They've been using neem for hundreds of years in India, and actually, people walk around and they chew on neem, the sticks, and they chew on that because it has these properties to it to actually fend off parasites. So, we know that this stuff works. Our cleanser also has clove in it, which is once again we kind of go through that herbal extract garden and put that into our mindset and say, okay, we have green tea and we have clove and we have the neem, all of these wonderful things, and we're applying this to our skin. So yeah, this is a really really nice way to cleanse any impurities out of our skin, but at the same time we're not stripping the skin and doing damage because we're putting all of these chemicals and abrasions onto the skin. And this is something that you should really always be cognizant of because sometimes you look at some of these skin care products and they're really harsh and they can be very damaging to the fine layers within the skin. So we want to use things that are natural. So we have the cleanser. It also has some witch hazel in it as well. So we know witch hazel is very beneficial. Then what we do is we follow up the cleanser with the toner. Now the toner is real cool. This has green tea once again as the base, but then it has sea kelp in it. And sea kelp really can be a super wonder friend for your skin. When you think about the ocean, all of the magic that we can find within the ocean, sea kelp happens to be a really, really nice thing in terms of, once again, fending off oxidative stress, allowing for proper hydration, and when we think about all of the, once again, those antimicrobial type properties that we know things such as sea kelp can yield us. So, really, really nice to have sea kelp as part of the toner. So, you can apply the toner to a cotton ball, you can, apply it directly onto your skin, however you want to do it. It has spirulina. We know spirulina. What is spirulina? It's a fine, tiny little algae, and one of the properties of spirulina is to purify and to detoxify. So we have the spirulina right into the toner, which is really, really cool. So we have Irish moss, we have the sea kelp, we have spirulina. So all of these wonderful nutrients are contained within our toner. And then we top all of this off with the cream. So we cleanse, we do the toner, and then we have the cream. And in the cream, what do we have? Green tea, once again, so we're getting the power of EGCG. We have grapeseed oil, we have aloe. So we all know that aloe is very beneficial. Vitamin E, vitamin C. There's tea tree oil in this as well. So very, very healing and nourishing nutrients that have been around and are found in nature, not coming from a chemical bin, once again. So when you think about your skin, think about how you would like to treat your skin. You should want to treat your skin as nice as you possibly can. It's interesting when people think about the aging process. The one area that most people recognize in terms of aging faster is your skin, because that's what the outward appearance where most people can notice that. People will notice more of the fine lines, wrinkles, sun damaged skin. And so if we're using things that are coming from nature that have been shown in human clinical trials to be beneficial, we know that vitamin C can do so much for the dermal papillae layers. When they do under electron microscopy, they look and they can see that the thickness of the skin is actually enhanced because of vitamin C. So to apply this to our skin is really a novel idea, but it's something that should make a lot of sense to us. Okay, we know that the body is made up of vitamins and minerals, and oftentimes these things get depleted for a variety of different reasons. When we think about our skin, think about all the harsh things that the skin is exposed to. So when you think about your face in particular, we definitely want to make sure that we are using the appropriate nutrients and we are treating our skin the best we possibly can. So green tea, sea kelp, thinking about grapeseed oil, all of these things. I haven't mentioned any synthetics. Why? Because there are no synthetics in this. We don't have to worry about the phthalates and the parabens and all of the alcohols and all of those harsh things that can strip the skin, as well as at the same time potentially create damage and create a problem for your liver now, because now your liver has to contend with all of that. The liver is very accustomed to taking in things from nature: vitamin E, vitamin C. Taking in all these wonderful essential oils is not something that is going to create havoc like those synthetic agents certainly can. So definitely go to our website and check out all of our nutraceuticals. Check out, of course, our skincare formulations. You can look at the gentle skincare set that we have, which includes the cleanser, the toner, as well as the cream. Very, very beneficial, very nourishing, and it is something that I definitely encourage you to be cognizant of. Make sure that when you think about your healthcare routine, that you don't forget about the importance of skin health. Now, I will be back with you in a few more days to talk about more wonderful nutrients that are available at Invite Health.